Have you ever noticed how the quiet person in the room somehow gets the most attention without even trying? Nobody knows what they're thinking. Nobody knows how they feel, and somehow that makes everyone nervous. Meanwhile, the loud person is talking non-stop, trying to control the room, but people keep looking at the silent one instead. Why? Because silence does something strange to people. It makes them overthink, and the human mind hates not knowing where it stands. By the end of this video, you'll understand why quiet people naturally intimidate others, even when they're doing absolutely nothing. The moment you become quiet around people, something interesting happens. They start filling in the blanks themselves. You could literally just be sitting there minding your business, but in their head, why is he so quiet? Does she not like us? Is he judging me? Why does she seem so calm? And the funny thing is, most quiet people aren't even trying to intimidate anybody. But silence gives people space to project their own insecurities onto you, especially in a world where everyone feels the need to constantly explain themselves. The less you explain yourself, the more mysterious you become, and mystery makes people uncomfortable. Most people are easy to read. You compliment them, immediate smile. You insult them, immediate reaction. You ignore them, they panic instantly. But quiet people are different. Sometimes you genuinely can't tell what they're thinking, and that unpredictability throws people off. Because humans feel safe around predictability. We like knowing how people will react. But when someone stays calm, watches quietly, and doesn't emotionally spill everything out, it creates tension, not aggressive tension, mental tension, like your brain keeps trying to figure them out, but never fully can. And honestly, that alone intimidates a lot of people. This is where it gets interesting. Whether it's true or not, people often associate silence with confidence. Think about it. The person talking the most in a room is usually trying to prove something. But the quiet person, they often look like they don't need approval from anyone. And that energy changes how people treat you. Because calmness feels powerful, especially today, when everybody is competing for attention online 24/7. A person who can sit quietly without trying to impress anyone immediately feels different, more controlled, more aware, sometimes even dangerous. Not physically dangerous, psychologically dangerous, because they seem emotionally untouchable. You know what really makes people uncomfortable? Feeling watched. And quiet people naturally observe more, not because they're planning something evil, but because when you speak less, you notice more. You notice fake laughs, forced confidence, awkward tension, people trying too hard, and weirdly enough, people can feel when they're being observed carefully. That's why some people become uncomfortable around quiet individuals. It feels like being analyzed without permission. Meanwhile, the quiet person is probably just thinking about food. Now, obviously, not every quiet person is secretly powerful. Some people are quiet because they're shy, some because of anxiety, some because they simply enjoy peace. But silence becomes powerful when it comes from self-control instead of fear. That's the difference. A calm person doesn't rush to prove themselves. They don't desperately fight for attention. And in a noisy world, that kind of energy stands out immediately. Maybe that's why quiet people intimidate others. Not because they're trying to dominate the room, but because they remind people how uncomfortable silence really is. And most people would rather keep talking than sit alone with their own thoughts. Sometimes the person saying the least is the person everyone remembers most. Before you leave, I want to know something honestly. Have you ever met someone who barely talked, but somehow controlled the entire atmosphere of the room? Or maybe people have told you that your silence feels intimidating. Comment silent power if you relate to this video, and subscribe to Psygnetics for more videos that expose the psychology people experience, but rarely talk about.